on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Back to throw here. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On 1st and 10, Ryder looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Patterson. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Arrington. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. On 2nd down, Arrington. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryder. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. Right. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to throw on second down. Ryder, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryder. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball could bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open is Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Ryder. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down. Ryder. Right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run with Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on second down. Ryder flush to his right. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed him back and set up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Joseph's got it. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw. Ryder. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Gronkowski's going to go. Flexing his muscle again. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd down now, Arrington, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although it'll be a time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. The best part, in a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the gun, Ryder. He finds Robinson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Arrington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Throwing on 1st down. Ryder got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. With Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flag.